Good morning, friends. Welcome you once again in ALV Com, that is Active Learning Video Lectures with Communications. My name is Tarun Sharma. I am from SVBIT Gandhinagar. Today we are studying about the structure and union part. In that structure part, we will discuss about the introduction. What the introduction tells that a structure is a collection of logically related data items of different data types grouped together known as a single name. So we can say that a structure is a logically related data items which is grouped into a particular template format with a particular single name. And for example, we can say that your database in the DBMS database management system is just similar to a structure. We can say that the similar type of data types or data available in the database can be called as a structure. Then we are having a syntax of structure. Syntax of structure include structure with a particular structure name, that is struct name, with the starting curly braces, and we are defining the data types variable 1, data type variable 2, and the data type variable n. We can include many types of data type and which is enclosed with the ending curly braces with a semicolon. Semicolon defines that this is a particular template group which is representing a particular structure and with a structure name. That the name defines this is a type of structures we can include. Then the structure definition template terminated with a semicolon. It is very necessary that we have to include a semicolon in the structure definition. Then the members of the structure are enclosed with the starting and the ending curly braces. Each database members in the structure in declared independently with its name and the type in a separate statement. So we can say that the data types which is available as a member is having their own storage area, individual storage area, or we can say that independent storage area into the particular memory location. The next point we are including that the structure name can be later on used in a program declares structure variable of its type. The structure name is used to define a particular structure, that the structure is to be called, a structure name to be used in a program. We can declare this type of name variables in the particular structure as well as in the program. Then we are having an example. So taking an example of a student, we know that this is everything about student. Then struct student, there is a particular name student with a struct. Struct means a keyword of structure which represents that this is a structure student. Then starting curly braces. Then the name defines within particular array character name 20 is the size of the character array. Then the roll number should be in integer format, so definitely int roll number. Then character address, we are defining a character array of address. Then character array of particular city, so the student can enter the city code also. And then the age of the student is in integer format. So we can say that the structure of a particular student defines the student name, roll number, address, city and age. Then the structure declaration. Our next point is structure declaration. Structure declaration is very necessity because we are defining a structure and we are not declaring a structure, then it is of no use. Then now we have only created the format of the structure, but we still did not declare any variables we can store the values. We are defining a particular format in which we can represent that this is a template which is having a structure, but we are not defining any values. So to define any values, we use structure declaration. Thus there is a need to declare a structure variables, so we can use the structure members in the program. There are three ways to declare a structure variables. First is structure variable declaration in the structure template. We can declare the structure variable into the definition or into the representation of template. Then the structure variable declaration anywhere in the program. We can also declare the structure variables in the program. These 2 points represents only of 1 or 2 or 3 variables, but when we talk about more than 1 variables or the array of variables, we can define the array of structure variables in that particular template as well as in the program itself. Then the first point, structure variable declaration in the structure template. We are using a structure of a particular book, that struct book, starting curly braces, character array, title is there, character array, author is there, integer pages, float price. What we had include the title, that particular name of the book, then the author of the book, and how many pages the book is having, and what is the price of the book. Suppose we are having 3 different types of book, B1, B2 and B3. Then we can define these variables into the template itself after the closing of template. Then B1, B2, B3. B1, B2, B3 are the 3 variables of structure type book. This is the first example where the variable declaration is in the template. This is a template. The structure book is having title, author, pages, price. These format is known as a particular template. Then structure variable declaration in anywhere in the program. We can declare these particular structure variables in the program also. Same, we are having structure book, title, author, pages and price, and we use struct book B1, B2, B3. B1, B2, B3 are the variables, and book is a name of structure which is defined with a keyword called struct. This statement can be defined anywhere in the program. So whenever we need to call a particular structure template, we can use B1 dot the book, B2 dot book, B3 dot book. Now we are taking an example to explain these things. We are using a program of a particular employee where we are feeding the details of employee and we are printing those details which we had feed of particular employee. Then hash include studio.h. As in the earlier lectures we had seen that what is the role of hash include studio.h. This is library function. Then void main, this is the main function. It is of void type, definitely it is not returning any values. Then we are having struct employee. EMP represents a name of a employee structure. Then in the template we are gathering the values of name, character address and phone. Phone is of long type because phone number can be of more than 6 or 7 values. Okay, then this is a template of a structure employee. Then in the structure employee we are using a declaration in the program. So declaration in the program, this is a particular declaration which represents that the declaration of a variable of employee EMP. Then EMP is the name of the template, struct EMPE. Then we are using printf function. In the printf function we are including the values of enter name of the employee, then scanf. %s represents that there was a character array, then it is a string. We are printing the string e.n. Dot product is used to include the employee e variables with n, which is represented, which is already included in the template, and represents a name. Then we are using printf enter address of employee. To enter the address of employee, same scanf %f e dot address. Then printf enter phone number of the employee. Here we are using scanf %lg. lg is represents long integer. Then address of e dot phone, that is e dot phone means the phone number. Then we are printing f all these details as per accordingly, that is printf the name of employee %s e dot n, printf the address of employee %s e dot address, printf the phone number of employee %lg e dot phone, and the closing curly braces. Then what we will get in the output? See, in the output we are getting the values of that particular employee, that enter the name of employee, same my name Tarun Sharma, then enter the address of employee. We are living in Gandhinagar, so Gandhinagar. Then enter the phone number of employee 98989898. It is a dummy number. Then same details can be printed as we had declared in the particular structure. So structure template represents the employee name, employee address and employee phone number. These phone numbers details and the address and the name details can be printed by using a dot product. Then the third point, array of structure variables. In the array of structure variables, we can use more than one type of variables, where we are using only one variables because we have to enter the values of particular one variable, one entity. For more than one entity, we have to use array, that is struct book, character title, author, integer pages, float price. These are the details of a book which we are representing in the structure. Then we can use struct book B 100. So we are having in the library, we are having 100 of books in the library, so we can include the details of each and every book as per accordance to the structure of a book template. So template represents the details of a single book as well as more than one books. So what we had done, we are including an array, and from that array we can use the a of 0, a of 1, a of 2 up to a of 100. So when we are including the values of more than one variables, we can use the array of structure. In that array of structure, we are using a program. Then hash include studio.h struct employee, the character name, basic, double DA, double HRA, double TA. So why we are using double here? Double represents the values which are used in a floating type more than 4 bytes. Okay. Then in the program, void main struct employee emp 550. 50 represents that we are having a collection of 50 employees. So we can enter the values and we can get the values of 50 employees from that particular templates. Then integer I and n. I can be used for any looping functions, and n is the number of values. So we can put the n equals to 1 or 2 and we can print the values of n employees. N can be maximum 50 and minimum can be 1. Then double temp. Temp is a variable. Double type, clear screen, printf how many employees, scanf address of n. We can put the values of n. Then for I equals to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus. We are using a loop then so that we can print the values of I. It can be maximum up to 50 because our array size is 50. We can allocate only 50 values, not more than 50 values. Okay. Then if we are printing 2 values, so it can the loop will go on and search the values of only 2 employees. Then printf enter name, scanf %s employee of I. Then employee array of I represents that I is equals to 0. Suppose we have taken that n is equals to 2. Then our loop will represents for I equals to 0 and I equals to 1. When it will go on I equals to 2, then our condition, middle condition, I is less than n will be false and it will not enter the values. So employee I dot name represents a particular name can be print of array type. If it is 1, if it is 2, if it is 3, the name will be print thrice or twice or once. Okay, we are having printf enter basic. We can put the basic salary of that employee. Then scanf long f, that is for double, then address of temp, then employee I dot basic equals to temp. We had done we are including the basic salary and we are putting the basic salary of employee I into particular temporary variables. It is generally used for calculations. It is basically for calculations. Then employee I dot DA equals to employee basics into 0.5, that is 50% DA we are getting. So what we are calculating? We are calculating a total salary. So from the total salary we can deduct, we can include DA, HRA, TA. So DA equals to employee basics into 50%, that is 0.5. Then employee of I dot HRA equals to employee basics into 0.15, that is 15%. Then employee I TA is common for all the employees, that is 400. Then employee I dot total equals to employee basic EMP dot basic plus EMP dot HRA plus EMP dot DA and plus EMP dot TA. So by using the dot products, we can include all those values and we can put these values in the EMP I dot total. So total represents the total salary which of a particular employee. Then the net salary, in hand the employee is getting a particular net salary. So there is some deduction, 5% deduction of the total salary. So it can be represented in the next line, that employee array of I dot net equals to employee dot total minus employee dot total into 0.05, that is only 5% deduction. So deduction is deducted. Then we can print these values in a particular table format. So to put the particular values in the table format, we are making a particular table: printf, name, basic, DA, HRA, TA, total and the net salary. Then for printing these values of more than one employee, we are again using for loop. For I equals to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus. Then printf minus 10s. Minus 10s means the 10 spacing we are including. So to put these values, suppose name is there, then we have to put the name of that employee beneath the name table. Okay, so percentage 6.1f, percentage 6.1f, percentage 6.1f, percentage 6.1f. So these are representing that particular double values. Then percentage 7.1f and percentage 7.1f, these are for net salary and the total salary. Then we are including employee I dot name, employee I dot basics, employee I dot DA, employee I dot HRA, TA, total and the net. So when we put these values and we will print these values, what output we will get? So how many employees? So we are calculating 2 employees. So first of all, the enter name will be print. We are including the name Tushar. Then enter the basic. We are giving the basic values into a temporary variables. Then it is 12,000. 12,000 is the basic of Tushar. We are including another variable, another name of particular